on, guys? So it's just a relaxing day. I have taken it easy for this morning. I am just about to hit the gym because today we have some shoulders on the schedule. Hopefully I'm going to train with someone, but I don't really know as of right now. But before that time, I have a package which has arrived. I have been waiting 2 days now to open this, so I'm quite excited. Because of the Black Friday, you could say I stocked up on some new outfits. So before hitting the gym, I'm just going to try on these clothes, give you guys kind of a review of these new clothes. Maybe I will find myself a new favorite outfit, because we have some cool stuff right there. I have some Gymshark pants on right now to compare with. I'm not going to ramble anymore, so let's just try these clothes. So as you can see here, we have 6 items where 2 of them are hoodies, 1 is sleeveless. We have 2 t-shirts when 1 is sleeveless, 1 stringer and 1 drop sleeve as well. So let's start with this. So starting off here, we have the drop arm sleeveless hoodie. Looks great on. We have this hoodie which have some great material, fits really well, and by the look of this, I think this is going to be one of my new favorites from Gymshark. It has been out for a while, but I haven't got around to buying it yet, so overall this is going to be great. So next up we have the oversized hoodie. I got this in black, which I believe was the nicest looking one, and for it being oversized, I think it fits really well. The length is quite perfect, goes a little bit under my torso, and I think this is going to be something I use on most of my rest days because it has an incredible soft material. I wear this in size large as well with the other one. I have that in size large as well, forgot to mention that. But as you can see here, this fits really well, not too baggy on the sides, especially on the lats, which is something that Gymshark has had before. So I'm glad I have fixed this for this model. Moving on to the next one. So next up here we have the Apex stringer. It's something I've been glancing at for a while now. You can't really see pattern in this light, but it looks amazing as I expected it to. And I wear this in size large because of my height. So this fits really well. It has an open back, as you can see. And I'm glad to finally have a new stringer. I have been using my 3 stringers quite too much, so having 1 new stringer to my collection is something that I can't say I'm not happy about. So next up on the list we have the Onyx 2.0 in grey, which fits really well. I have this in size large and it fits perfectly around your arms. Your chest is going to look bigger, and as well we have this sticky material down at the bottom of this shirt, which you can use to set your shirt wherever you want. So that's just absolutely great. Onyx is overall my favorite collection, I would say. I have the t-shirt and the long sleeve from the first collection, so now by having t-shirt and tank from the new collection, I think I'm quite stacked on this. So the new collection is not going to expand as much as the first collection did, so hopefully that stays true. But moving on to the next one. So next up here, the second last product, we have the Ease collection, which is a more long sized fit. It goes quite a bit further down on to my thighs, and I have gotten this in soft pink, which is going to make my wardrobe a little bit more exotic and have some different colors than gray and black, which I for the most part go by. So as you can see here, we have the sleeveless going quite far down, and probably going to use this mostly on my arm and shoulder days. And the last product as well being the Ease collection. We have the Gymshark logo right here, looking clean, And the difference from the other one is that this is just a sleeveless one. It is not a drop arm one, which is going to work great for especially my arm days. And the Ease collection, I am using medium size instead of the large, which I usually go by because of the long fit. And as well for this one, going for the soft pink because I want it to be a little bit different, not the usual things I have. So overall, I'm happy about the whole new collection I have, and I can't wait to use them to the gym as well for my rest days. So I've done the last prepping before hitting the gym. I ended up by taking the tank from the Ease collection. I think that would fit perfectly for today's session, and looks like I'm going to have to do this one alone, all by myself. Also for today's session, I think I'm going to try to do a 1 rep max on the overhead press, which I would hope could be around 50 to 60 kilos. I can't really remember what I did last time, and it has been a while since I did a 1 rep max for that one. So I'm just crossing my fingers for making a new PR on this one. If I hit a new PR, it has to be around 65 kilos, I believe, for the 1 rep max. So I think it is time.
Everybody gets high sometimes, you know. What else can we do when we're feeling low? So take a deep breath and let it go. You shouldn't be drowning on your own. And if you feel you're sinking, I will jump right over into cold, cold water for you. And although time may take us into different places, I will still be patient with you. And I hope you know. Cause we all get lost sometimes, you know. It's how we learn and how we grow. And I wanna lay with you till I'm old. Oh, you shouldn't be fighting on your own. And if you feel you're sinking, I will jump right over into cold, cold water for you. And although time may take us into different places, I will still be patient with you.
Alright, so as you saw there, I completely forgot about adding the weights on one of the sides when going for that PR. So I had to try that again, and I managed to pull through with that 70 kilo overhead press, which I'm extremely happy about. And I can't wait to get that 80 kilos. It probably won't be that long until that happens, but as of right now I have that PR on 70 kilos. And for the rest of the session, I did some lateral raises. As you can see here, I did a drop set where I used the 14 kilo manuals as well as the 12s, and for this I did a 3x10 with the drop set, which means I did a total of 6 sets on this, which was extremely heavy. I did some heavier weights than I usually have done, but it worked out pretty well. So I'm on my way to getting those boulder shoulders that I want. And just a little sneaky pose here, as you can see I just had to add it. because the lighting was too good not to add it. As you can see, the shoulder is still quite defined even though I'm bulking, which means the lean bulk is going great so far. And moving on to the next exercise. The next one is machine shoulder press, which is something I like to use quite a lot because it isolates one of the shoulders at a time. And for myself, since I have my right shoulder being a little bit better than my right one, I usually do a couple of more reps on my right shoulder to try to even out this, but it's a long process, so I probably won't see any difference in a while. But when I do, I think that it's going to work out great. Really great exercise for doing these isolation movements, and as well one of the best shoulder exercises when it comes to the machines. So I do recommend you using that if you're not that good with dumbbells or the barbell. And as the next exercise, I had some rear delt flies, which is my favorite for my rear delts. I usually have 2 or 3 exercises for my rear delts because I have to move my shoulders a bit back, which means that my front delts are stronger than my rear delts, which is not something you want, because if you want that athletic form when standing, you want your shoulders to be pointing more backwards or making your back look straight. And for the next exercise, as you can see here, we have some face pulls, just regular face pulls. This also will work a lot on your rear delts, but as well it will work mostly on your mid delt or your side delt, you could say, which is that thing you want to work on if you want that bolder shoulder, because it makes that round shape a lot better than by just working on your front and rear delts. But for this exercise, you do want to get it right. You need to get that right angle, because if you have your rope higher up, you will work more on your rear delts, and as well if you have it below your shoulders, you will work more on your upper and side delt. And for the last exercise for this session, I did some single arm dumbbell lateral raises. Wow, that was quite a lot. Which is the best exercise for your shoulders if you want that bolder shoulders and get that round shape. So I do recommend doing this. You do lean quite a lot and you kind of swing the lateral, but that's the point of this exercise. So the only thing you need to worry about when doing this is that you still do a lateral raise and that you don't break your back, because that has happened before and it put me in a misery for about a week. So start off by doing this one, not as heavy as you would like to or feel comfortable with, but make sure that you go heavy as soon as you get the form in. So yeah, won't ramble anymore for this session. Hope you enjoyed this, and it's time to go back to the vlog. So a couple of hours has gone by. I haven't really done much except meal prepping for the next week. As you can see here, we have chicken and rice with broccoli for about 6 days. I have some extra rice because I like to have rice with some of my dinners as well. But for this day, I have tried to just stay calm because I'm feeling a little bit sick. I have been feeling sick for about 5 to 6 weeks, so I'm quite tired of this, but I'm just pushing through with it. I get in my workouts, so won't really be a problem. But as of tomorrow, which will be Monday, I am starting to use the program I used before, which is a program that David Lade has used. So I really like that program. I try to switch it up, but I feel like I can get more out of using that program. So that will be a push-pull legs split. Really think that is going to be a lot better than what I'm doing right now, which means that I will make more gains and get better results. So I'm going to update you guys on that in the next video, trying to come up with ideas for future videos as well. But I would appreciate if you guys could leave a comment with suggestions for future videos. Would mean a lot and would help me to give you guys better content. And as of right now, I don't really have a lot more to talk about. I just have to keep working at this school stuff. So I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.